That is definitely right.
Like for instance, like people will say snitching on yourself is not snitching. I believe it is. Because if the street code was written on common sense, you shouldn't want a person that would just willingly tell on themselves to get out of or to try to get lands. Because if he would tell on himself, who is you? If a nigga jump off a cliff himself, you think you got a problem with pushing you off that mother? So that makes no sense. So to me, a person that would tell on themselves is a snitch. You didn't make the cut. You're not built for the life. Because you don't know how to shut even when it comes to yourself. Who the can trust you? I don't want no around me that I tell on himself. You think I go burn something with a nigga that I know would tell on himself? It's a shape-shifting concept. It's bent and unbent to benefit the person that they don't like. They don't like me. Taking a stand is wrong. You should have did that. But a person that like me will be like, hey, man, he took the stand, but he helped it out. That ain't telling, which it ain't. But you see how we can bend and unbend whenever you wanted to? That's what they do. Feel me?
Yeah. Now, here's another question, Snoopy. With all that being said, and we talked about the fact that, of what Charleston White had said, when it comes to like gang culture in LA, ever since things have gone viral and went on social media, a lot of people have been dissecting LA gang culture and picking out some of those things you just talked about, some of those things that are hypocrisies or hypocritical things that we see in plain sight. At the end of the day, what is the end goal of all this now?
What do you mean, what's the end goal of it?
Meaning, like, if there isn't, like we talk about other states, cities, or whatever, there seems to be a collective black consciousness of advancement and everybody doing good at the end of the day. But if you have a system where everybody's just built to tear each other down, nobody gets to go to the top. Like what is
man, look at. When was the last time you seen a LA rapper blow up and just go to the top? You don't. They all die out because LA don't want to see another person make it. It's like that from the ground up. We got the dudes that want to rap. Like you got to understand, LA is 99.9% of people that want to be rappers, brand makers, models, just famous. So it's hard for somebody to come up because you're not making music and you're not creating content for fans. You're creating content for competitors. You get what I'm saying? So it don't go nowhere. Feel me? And it's like that from the ground up. Even the famous, they look at the people on the rise as competition. They not looking at you like, oh, I'm finna put him on. I'm about to sign him. Hell no. They looking at you as competition. They gonna follow you and watch you to see what they can bite and take. That's just the truth of it. That's why nobody is getting supported. Like look at the bloody Crip concept. The bloody Crip concept is crazy because these are organizations that film. Okay, so the Crips won't think I'm attacking them. I'm gonna speak on the Bloods because I'm a Damu, right? The Paru and Blood Carwell build it up by putting people on, putting in work, repping it, letting everybody know, but it destroys itself at the same time because there's Parus that don't like other Parus. So you telling me we're building it, but we destroying it at the same time. So in the end, it gets nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Did with the Crips. Feel me saying? A Crip, biggest enemy is a Crip. You're building Crip, you're putting on for Crip, but in the end, you destroying it too, because you were killing another Crip if they got a problem with your neighborhood. And if one of your homies within your neighborhood act too tough, or you feel disrespected or lose a fade, sometimes one of the homies gets smoked by another homie. There's no rules, there's no consequences or nothing. The only thing try to give you consequences for is if you beefing with a big name in your hood and he can get the numbers against you or alter some paperwork or twist the narrative, try to make you look like a snitch, they'll get on your ass for that. Or try to. But anything else, snaking a homie, stealing money, homie, they not gonna give a fuck about that. And the only time they really gonna push the snitch on you is if they don't like you. See, if they all like you or you bringing money, the snitch ain't even gonna matter. It ain't even fucking matter. Y'all think publicly? Y'all think these dudes in LA gives a about who's a snitch or not? Y'all think they gonna do something to a snitch? Don't hold your fucking breath. Cause I don't spare not one. Every blood rapper and every Crip rapper talk to somebody that's on paperwork and they all bad. Everyone. I don't spare nobody. Whether this is their cousin because they can't do something to them or they dad or whatever, all them do is with people on paperwork, bro. Dead homies. And if you put my situation up to a lot of these niggas, y'all be like, well, Snoopy done turned out to be realer than all these. So you telling me from 2005 to 2026, y'all can't dig nothing bad up on me, bro? But me taking a stand to help a nigga, there's nothing else there? Me getting beat up on the yard, me rolling it up, me PCing up, me messing with punks, any of that? Y'all can't pull up nothing other than I was in an EOP building that Fig and that Bosco and Fig bust their ass, tried to laugh at me about, but they didn't have the heart to say nothing to me about it when I was in their face. He walked the laps with me and locked P's and B's with me and smoked with me on the yard. It wasn't a problem then, but it's a problem now. A lot of these niggas that y'all praise is worse off than Snoopy Badazz. Fig not even from LA. He from San Diego. But that shows y'all how the selective politics work. We got a who ain't never ever went to school in LA, never lived in his hood, trying to tell me somebody that lived in LA, went to school in LA, that I can't come to LA. That's how up this is. We got Crip Mac, somebody that's not even from the culture. What, didn't go to school out here, wasn't born out here, his parents ain't from out here, he don't have family out here, he just literally a fan of the culture and the television screen. Pay attention to how these up, bro. Ain't no honor in it, bro.
Now, Snoopy, so you're saying that in LA and Compton and the greater Southern California area, that it'll never be a situation like Atlanta? Where you have all these artists who feed the system and make it greater.
I'm probably the only rapper that was with something like that. Like, you got to understand, when I came out on like, it wasn't necessarily for all the Crips. I was on like bringing all the Bloods together. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make the Bloods pop. You feel me? I cared about that. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, you know, these dudes didn't care about me. But see, let me tell you the difference between me and niggas like CEO Wacko. You feel me? See, me, my plan was I wasn't just thinking East Side Compton or just Compton. I was thinking this. I was thinking the whole entire blood card. LA blood card mainly. LA County blood card. I wanted to bring all them together and bring them to the forefront of the industry. I wasn't just focused on putting my homies from my hood on, like Wacko just trying to put from the west side on and all this, trying to block, like he purposely blocking the east side. I wasn't on that. I was for the entire blood and Paru community, bro, to put all them on. And I was hated on. Like, I look at my situation like a Jesus and Barabbas situation. When it comes to me and Wacko and me and Crip Mac, it's a Jesus and a Barabbas situation. And you know about that situation, right? When
Barabbas, the murderer,
yeah, Barabbas, like for instance, that's how LA is and the gang culture is. They gonna praise the one that's gonna lead them to destruction, like CEO Wacko and Crip Mac. Yeah, man, that's how it is, bro. Like, I feel like my situation is a Jesus and Barabbas situation, bro. That's why the public will root for Crip Mac or root for Wacko or root for all these negative people, bro. But the one who really right here with the halo on, shining light, telling the truth, that did everything that y'all say a gangster's supposed to do, prison, phase, everything that y'all that supposed to be the right way. But here y'all is praising the ones who only purpose is for themselves. It's for themselves and for greed and just not really putting nothing good out there, bro. Feel me? So Snoopy Badazz and Crip Mac is a Jesus and Barabbas situation. Snoopy Badazz and CEO Wacko, that's a Barabbas situation. Snoopy Badazz and Fig Newton, that is a Jesus and Barabbas situation. Dead homies, because my intent was never for myself. I could have came out, did it for myself. Y'all can go look at my first video, the intro. I did that to be in favor for the blood card, bro. And it wasn't enough. See, people got to understand that today, bro, to be a gangster and to follow the rules and make your gangsterism be immaculate, that's a flaw today. See, back in the day, you get praised for that. But to be a real gangster that follow the rules, that is considered a flaw today. A lot of niggas gonna want to get rid of you, bro, because they know they can't stand up to them standards. They know they can't pull up and run for phase. They know there's nobody from Hollywood, from the hood, that's ever did that. This status just up. See, right now, they don't want to see a become a top gangster like the G's back in the day. They gonna try to smut you up and hinder you before you can get there. But what don't understand is these same G's that y'all praise back in the day, they had in their background they was ashamed of. But the culture wasn't looking for flaws. They was respecting your character. They was respecting your morals. You get what I'm trying to say? They wasn't biased. If he liked you or not, if you did some gang, he gotta respect it. He can't try to smut you up. But today, he just ain't gotta like you. You could be an immaculate gangster with proof of everything you say. But if he don't like you, you gotta go, bro. Regardless of how G you is. Today, being a gangster and being real and being a solid man and not letting know everything they respected back in the day is considered a flaw today. You think it's a coincidence that I'm the only blood rapper that pulled up and ran 4 phase by myself, win, lose, or draw? I'm the only rapper to do it. But I'm also the only rapper that all these teamed up against.
Now,
let me finish. In the that's turning down phase and running from phase, that they know they with them.
Yeah.
You think that's a coincidence? No, because being real and doing gangster and doing that most of these niggas ain't got the heart to do is considered a flaw today. It's not a flaw, but you got to understand the isn't a buster outnumber the real. We showed out here, bruh. So they can easily put up the illusion and make it look like you the fake nigga because it's more of them than it is real niggas.
Now, Snoopy, I gotta ask you this because you brought up Crip Mac, and recently Crip Mac stormed off of No Jumper. I don't know if that was it looked like he stormed off, right? Now, Crip Mac recently stormed off No Jumper, and even dissed your baby mother Tania during this live interview that they had. Now, what was your reaction when you saw that?
It was funny. Man, I don't really care about that, bro. Like with everything at No Jumper, you got to take with a grain of salt, bro. You know what I'm saying? That, like, for me, as far as we know, that shit was a play, bro. I don't really care about it, bro. To me, I wish they would just get married and just go on by their life. I really don't care about it. Like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? They grown.
Now, do you think that situation was real anger or just internet?
No, I think it was all a skit. It was a play. Everything.
Okay. Now, I mean, I was just wondering because, you know, I look ever since the rise of streaming, I look at everything with a skeptical eye because, you know,
that shit, most likely that shit was just a play. You know what I mean? They just met doing content.
Now, where do things stand between you and Crip Mac right now?
I don't have no problem with him because he's not a threat. He can't beat me up. He's scared to be in the wrong with me. He's like, I ain't got a problem. Like, it's whatever. Like, I ain't got a problem with that nigga. Just because I think somebody's a buster and I think they're a fake game banger don't mean I got a problem with him. It's just he's a buster and a fake game banger. But I don't have no problem with him.
Nah, I get it.
Shout out
now, it seems like he came back and hit the ground running. Like, you already see he's doing millions of views all over the place. Like it's up again for him, man. Now, when it comes to that situation in the West Coast and those viral moments that Crip Mac helped to
Man,
build,
they gonna support the. You gotta understand, them views is not because he talented. It's because people love to see niggas humiliate themselves. Like, you gotta understand. Like I said, being a real nigga is a flaw. Doing dumb like that, that's a stripe. You get accepted doing the dumb he do. Like love to see people do things that they don't really have the heart to do. That they scared to do. You know what I'm saying? Like if they see a person that he can rap good, he look better than them, he fly. That nigga, I don't care about that nigga. Do they know they cause you know you might like, you know what I'm saying? But the that's all sloppy, no tea. Yeah, I can look at this. Hey baby, come look at this crazy ass. Cause he don't make nobody feel insecure. Of course the views gonna go up. Like I told you that most of the LA culture is wannabe rappers, brand makers, and actors. Everybody wanna be famous. There is no fans. So the only thing they gonna wanna look at is somebody humiliating themselves, not somebody that's good at what they wanna do. You feel me? A nigga that wanna rap is not gonna support a nigga that knows how to rap because he wanna rap. But he gonna support the that don't know how to rap because he don't make him feel no type of way. He don't mind being around this because he know his don't want the nigga. You know what I'm saying? But let that nigga be silky as Snoopy Badazz though.
You feel like he doesn't view him as a threat. Now, what you're saying, a lot of people are gonna think that you're saying that you're disrespecting Crip Mac or whatever, or the situation that it is. But what you're saying is
I'm gonna always disrespect that Mark, him. And I'll get down with that nigga. Dead homies, nigga. That nigga, some Crip Mac don't want to squab with me. He know better.
Yeah, but I was talking more on the social media, side. Like it's been proven.
Man, hey, Witty, these dudes in my comments and in your comments, we don't care about these buster ass dudes, what they want to do. They just mad because they not sitting in this chair doing the interview. They mad nobody talking about them. They mad they never was able to live their fucking dreams, bro. They in the comments talking negative and saying bad things about that they would even say to my face, bro. Dead homies. A lot of these in the comments gonna see me, my nigga, act like a fan. Don't let me know he didn't in the comments and or the nigga just keep it moving, bro. Ain't none of these gonna say this that they say in the comments. These dudes in the comments, dead homies, man. They all failed at whatever the they wanted to do. That's why they here critiquing and criticizing everybody else. Get up off your ass. Go be a rapper. Go be a content creator. Go be an actor. Stop sitting on the internet trying to find flaws in Snoopy Badazz and that you ain't gonna say to my face, bro, or never see me. It makes you the bro. I'm here. I'm not talking from fake pages or fake accounts. Y'all see my face. Y'all see my face. Y'all see my name. And I'm not hiding from nothing that I'm saying. If I say you, your hood, your mama, or say whatever I gotta say about you, you know it's me. You in the comments don't even know it's y'all. Get your ass up out of here, you mystery. Y'all worse as that dude, rap news. Street politics, trying to politic and speak on everybody else, but we can't see your face to do a background check on your ass. A lot of y'all is busters and marks and probably got paperwork on y'all, bro. Dead homies, but y'all not famous enough for us to research it, nigga. You're nobody. Nobody gives a. But here you are in the comments with an opinion. Like it's a nigga named the YA for he used to claim I think he used to claim Paris neighborhood, but he from Avalon now, I guess. But he's a bro, and I'm gonna post this picture too. Matter of fact, when this interview drop, I'm gonna post this picture so everybody can know who I'm talking about. He was in the comments woofing talking about me, and just coincidentally, I knew who he was, and I knew he had a case and just went to the Megas lawn. Here he is, right there. But that goes to show you everything that I'm saying. A lot of these dudes in the comments that be woofing, saying negative things, they got things in their background, but they just not important enough for nobody to search for it. So I don't give a fuck about these. I don't care about these mysteries in the comments making fake YouTube accounts and YouTube. You ain't gonna see no famous nigga jump on in the comments or on Instagram and say what these dudes say about me in the comments. You wanna know why? Because they know it's all bullshit. The only time they're gonna do it is from a fake page. They don't wanna put their face an image on that because they know Snoopy's not a snitch. They know that They don't want to give me attention from their platform. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, they're going to throw rocks and hide their hands, bro. Munchie B, old boy Skeet TV, they're going to do it and hide their hands now because they know I got TC statement. And these dudes in the comments that's talking that I don't know, man, they just not important enough for nobody to do a background on them, homie. But if I jump in front of this camera, become famous, somebody gonna come out and say something about your ass, because I've never seen a rapper or a content creator that ain't had it done to him.
That's true.